Well, in case you guys haven't noticed, let me walk you through my life for a second. I am Masani Herbal Art, went to Pratt Institute, graduated, got a Bachelor's of Fine Arts, majored in art, worked in the fashion industry. You know, it served its time. I make quilts. I'm an artist. I carve. But for me, there was something missing in the art world. I love art. I'm a big fan of expression of what is spiritually inside. I love, 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 love it. I still do it. And I still have my website up. But for me, at this particular time in my life, I'm being pulled more towards doing wellness. As far as a lot of you guys don't know, I have been a fitness trainer for well over 30 years. I've been a fitness trainer. So for me, fashion is something that comes natural. I naturally gravitate towards fashion. Like I said, I graduated from Pratt Institute with a Bachelor's of Fine Arts. Like I said, I design jewelry, but it did not, and I still love art, like I said, but with the way the world is going, I totally feel we don't need another pair of earrings. We don't need another pair of pants. We don't need, this is people of color I'm talking about. I'm speaking from my experience coming from the church. My first fashion show was Easter, watching my people walk down the runway at the, you know, coming to church. I mean, I was inspired by art. I just love beautiful people, love beautiful things. Fashion for me was a fantasy, and I still love fashion. But at this particular point in time, I have a client. I have to, all right, okay, so I have a client. At this particular point in time, as a person who know and have information to assist people on living a healthy lifestyle, I choose to take that road. I'm choosing at this particular point to make a shift in my paradigm, and I'm choosing to be of service to my community. I can't tell you, growing up in the church, how painful it was to watch people die of diabetes, which can be reversed. Just watch people's foot get cut off. Watch in the black community. I wasn't in the white community. In the black community, watch my people get so unhealthy and just watch them die. That it was traumatizing as a child to watch people I love die before I even had time to spend time with them and get to know them better as an adult. So for me, when I see fashion and I see us as a race of people, black people, we spend the most money. And honestly, a lot of us are the most unhealthiest. I got into a debate with somebody about soul food. And how I totally get soul food as far as it served its purpose. You ate the scraps off somebody's table. And whatever we get, we style it up. So we took scraps like chitlins, which was waste, and we gourmeted it up, and now we glorify waste. I personally have an issue with that. I'm not in a place and space to act like I didn't see that. And my ancestors ate that because it sustained them to get to the next point. And I am the descendants of greatness, and I don't eat slave food. I do not eat chitlins. I do not mac and cheese. I don't eat all of that stuff that they have in those stores that's overcooked, over-processed. There's no life energy in that food. That food is processed, and it causes inflammation. It causes all kind of toxins in the system. So there's no way that food is soul food. That food is far from feeding the soul. If anything, it's a quick ride to the graveyard. So we have to really be very mindful of the words that come out of our mouth, and we have to really question everything and analyze everything and be critical thinkers, even in the food that goes in our body. Now, I am a living foodist. Let me explain what that is. I went the route of going vegetarian. I ate meat all my life. Now, I ate rabbit, oxtail. I'm Caribbean descent. So I did the whole curry goat, oxtail, the whole thing. Then when we came to the States, we did burgers and French fries. We did apple pies, American. as American as apple pie. Did the whole thing. Celebrated the holidays. This is the time when people start having heart attacks and having strokes because of all of the food, the gluttony. The Thanksgiving, the chowing down, eating Thanksgiving, then you're going to eat again on Saturday. You're going to do the Christmas thing, and you're going to chow down and overindulge on that. Then you're going to do the New Year's thing, and you guys are going to drink and drink until you pass out. So that's been the ritual that we have been programmed to partake in. You know, not knocking anybody, but I'm just analyzing the whole program. So I have chosen to take the road less traveled. Yes, I am a jewelry designer, but I'm more than the sum of my parts. And I'm not, and what happens with people, they tend to pigeonhole you in one paradigm. I am like a diamond. There's so many facets to me. I can do art, but I can also, wellness is one of my main gifts. So for me, I have chosen to take my gift of art and sculpt people's bodies. So I'm sculpting people's body and also helping people live the healthiest version of themselves. So when you look at my page, because I know some of you guys get confused because you're like, oh, she's a jewelry designer, but she's always doing fitness, because it's important. Because you guys don't need another outfit. You don't need let me tell you something, baby. Listen to me, boo-boo. If you don't buy another pair of shoes in this lifetime, you're going to be okay. You hear what I'm saying? If you don't get your nails done, and if you don't go and buy another pair of earrings, you're going to be just fine with what you got in that closet. Some of us have so much stuff that we are trapped in stuff. We need to detox that too. Clean out your closet. So I am going to be sharing with you, and my journey is to share wellness. Totally get it as far as the whole adoring your body. But a lot of us are adoring our body and we're sick at the same time. We're covering up the sickness. Now I get it. I get it. I totally get it. My cousin is obese. She got the best clothes and she buys the most expensive perfumes. She's like 300 pounds. She's my size, 5'1". She can hardly walk up the stairs, but she's got a cute outfit. She looks fantastic. Got the Gucci pumps, but can't breathe to save her life to walk up the stairs. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? So we have a tendency to try to please the Joneses at the expense of our own health. Health is wealth. If I don't ever buy another outfit to save my life, naked I came in, naked I'm gonna die. I don't need another outfit. I don't need another pair of earrings. I don't need another piece of jewelry. I don't need another shirt. I don't need no new shoes. I got enough clothes until the day I transition out of this body, then I'll be fine. And a lot of us, and I watch a lot of and no disrespect to the artists, we got enough artists and we got enough clothes. What we need to now focus on is our mental state, because our community is sick, mentally, physically, and spiritually. We see that the churches are, and we start to see people, the ministers, we're starting to really wake up. But honestly, a lot of us are dying. We're walking around with death in our body. We're walking around. So I made a conscious effort to really be part of the solution and not continue to give and sell people something that they, at this particular point in time, they don't need. They don't need. They don't need. And I'm being honest. And as an artist, I'm putting myself out there. You don't need another nothing. You got enough. You need to work on your internal health and your mental state and your spirit. That's what we need to do. Stop buying things. Stop trying to, as far as feed that need to be validated from other people. When you wear a cute outfit, everybody walk through the door, you want everybody to see you. And you know, we as black people, we got the outfit. So you want to walk through the door and prance around and show people, hey, I'm here. And I got to look at the cute outfit. Look at my outfit. Look at these earrings. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Don't need another outfit. So I decided to, as you guys know, my fitness side. Now, I am Delilah Fitness. I have been in the fitness industry for well over 30 years. 30 years I've been in the fitness industry. I have worked at numerous top fitness establishments. I've worked at Reebok. I've worked at New York Sports Club. I've worked at Crunch. I've worked at Equinox. I've worked at many of the small boutiques in Soho, as far as training celebrities, training people who, you know, sports athletes, done it all. Been certified for over 30 years, worked in, as far as food goes, nutrition, years. And I just got certified as a cancer exercise specialist. So I'm able and I can work with people who have cancer. So, and a lot of us, cancer is on the rise, in case you haven't noticed. So I have been putting in the grunt work as far as wellness goes. So today, I wanted to share with you, because it's cold outside in the States. I'm sure that the weather's changing. I actually am originally from the States, but I am a transplant in Central America. So I live in Central America. So that's why you see the sun's out. You'll hear birds and roosters because my neighbor has a rooster. So I today wanted to share just a little tidbit. What I do in the early day when I wake up is I have my apple cider vinegar, and a glass of water, cap full, just to boost up my metabolism, because you know when you sleep, your body is fasting. So when you wake up, you're going to be breaking the fast. That's why it's called breakfast, break fast. So that's the first thing I'll do, is I'll have a glass of water and apple cider vinegar. After that, I'll space it out for an hour, and I'll do my meditation and my breath work. Gotta work on yourself, baby. Gotta work on yourself. I'll do my meditation and breath work. Then I'll get up, take a deep breath, and I will make something to boost up my immune system. Now, we know that there is a pandemic. We also know that it attacks the immune system. So you really want to really gear up on anything that helps with inflammation. The problem with food that's processed is that it's not nutritionally dense. It's high in calories, which we don't need. It's high in calories, but it doesn't have the nutrients to sustain the living body. So what one tends to do is, when you're eating a high processed consumption, is that you put on adipose tissue, because your body is actually storing that for the future, in case because we haven't evolved much from our ancestors who were hunters and gatherers. So the body has not changed. Like, I know the Industrial Revolution, I know that we got computers and iPads and all that stuff, but the body is still genetically the same as our ancestors. So when the body is storing adipose tissue, which is fat, it stores it for future energy. In case you're not eating, it pulls from that and it uses it as energy. So that's all fat is, really, is just a future stored energy. But a lot of us have overindulged. Unlike our ancestors, a lot of us don't do a lot of walking. There was no cars back then. People had to hunt for miles to get food. And as they're hunting, they're burning calories to get to the food and then have to come back home and share with their family. So a lot of us really drive, or you don't walk, you catch a cab, you do this, but you don't ride a bicycle, you don't do nothing. Especially now, and I know in New York that wintertime is coming, so you're really sitting at home now. And now that you have your iPhone and your computer and you can surf the channels, you got 500 channels to watch. You're watching Netflix. And you're getting your little pizzas, and now everything is delivered to you. So you got those apps now where I heard where you got the food comes to you. So you're just sitting there, just like pigs in a trough, just eating. And now Thanksgiving is coming up, Christmas coming up. Eating is a sport. It's a sport. I mean, if I watch a lot of you guys, and I'm 55, and I'm speaking from experience. If I watch a lot of us consuming the food, it's like you're not even hungry. You're just eating just to be eating. A lot of you guys are so, as far as calorie expenditure, you have so much calories in you that you could afford to fast for a couple of weeks just to get back to your natural state. Homeopathy, you can just get right back to it. So with that being said, I wanted to share turmeric. Now, turmeric is extremely It fights inflammation in the body, bacteria, and it helps with pain. So it's similar. It's similar to ginger. Ginger's right here. It helps out with inflammation. You know ginger. It's an old reliable. My go-to when I'm feeling an upper respiratory or some type of scratchiness in my throat during the course of the night, I run to ginger or garlic. Those are my two go-to antifungal bacteria thing. But ginger, but for those of you who don't know what turmeric is extremely powerful. It's what they use when you have curry. Like when you see curry, this is the foundation for curry. But you could take this as a tea. You could take this and include this in your food when you're seasoning your food. Similar to ginger. So what I just did was I have this concoction here as a shot. So I made turmeric, ginger, and lemon. So turmeric, ginger, and lemon. Lemon has vitamin C in it. It helps out with the immune system, builds up the immune system. It moves mucus. If you have any phlegm in your system, mucus, it moves it out. If you have any coughs or anything, scratchy throat or anything, the upper respiratory infection, inflammation. If you have arthritis, this is definitely good. If you got your joints on fire, inflammation. So definitely take some time to spend on I didn't use that much. I used a couple of pieces of turmeric, like 5 or 6. I used a big chunk of garlic and some lemon, and I got this. Now I already had my shot because I just did a TikTok. You don't want to overdo a good thing because that's what people do. You try to catch up to what you didn't do it yesterday, so you try to, some people do that. I've seen people do where they miss taking medication. The doctors, they got you guys, you missed the medication. Oh, I didn't take it yesterday. So you're going to take yesterday's and today. So I don't like to overdo a good thing. I had it earlier today. I just wanted to share that with you. So turmeric, ginger, and lemon. A must. Okay, with that being said, I wanted to let you guys know that I will be having a 7-day. This is only once a year. So baby, get it while it's hot. I'm having a 7-day raw vegan challenge. Let me explain. Now, with that being said, you don't have to be vegan. You don't have to be raw. You could just want to add some fruits and vegetables to your lifestyle. You don't know where to start. So you're like, you know what? Let me take this workshop because at least I'll know and learn about some new vegetables like kale, larcinato kale, dinosaur kale. We got tons, and what you can do with it uncooked. Now, I'm not going to cook it. I don't cook my food. So all of the recipes that you're going to get is raw. You will get a shopping list to go to the grocery store. Preferably, I would say go to the farmer's market. If you have a farmer's market, because a lot of the stuff is not coming from canned. You're not going to go to those, at the grocery store where they got the canned goods. You're just going to be going to the aisles where the greens, where the fruits and vegetables are. So I highly recommend dealing with the farmers because A, you're supporting small businesses, and B, you are making that connection with your food because the farmer is the one that brings the food to you. So I personally like to deal with whoever's touching my food because I do believe in energy as opposed to a grocery store. And the farmer has compassion for the plants. So you're supporting him and his family, or her and her family. So please support farmers, support the farmers. So go to the farmers market. We got one in Brooklyn at Grand Army Plaza. So farmer market, and also you can buy in bulk with the farmers. So you can actually make a deal, or you could do with your community. You could get like 10 of you guys together and get in a car and have the farmers bringing you and buy your stuff in bulk. It's cheaper if you buy in bulk. That's what I do. But I grow my food because I have coconut trees and banana trees, so I grow mine. So I'm at a point right now, I'm not in the States anymore, so I can grow my own food. But if you don't grow your own food, definitely take advantage of the farmers, not the grocery store. And I'm just not with big businesses. I'm so anti-big business. So farmer, but if you got to go to the grocery store, I can dig it. All right, so I'm going to be having a 7-day raw vegan challenge. So you will get a shopping list. You will get a recipe, how to make certain lasagnas, raw vegan lasagna, raw vegan pasta. And I'm going to be giving you guys juice recipes, smoothies and raw vegan recipes. So you will have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now let me get this straight. Now, you know when the body transitions and it starts to detox, you are going to be feeling some of the residuals of detoxing. Now, what is that? Part of detoxing is removing poison out of your system, which means that the poison has to travel to get out. It has to go through either it'll go through the skin, it'll come out through the mouth, through the nose, and you'll start to defecate. You'll be going to the bathroom, crapping. You'll be going to the bathroom because now that you're consuming more fiber, the fiber is cleaning out your colon, your intestines, so it's moving toxins out of your system that have been sitting there for years. Years. Some of you guys have fecal matter or decomposed waste that's been sitting in your colon for years, and honestly, it's not healthy. It's not healthy, especially if you eat meat and you have stuff in your intestines that's decomposing, that's been sitting there. That's why a lot of times people breath be kicking, you know, because your breath, that stuff got to come up. It's just sitting there. You're not eating enough fiber. You're eating a lot of processed food, so it's just sitting there, and you have a stench. So the body has like because it's dead energy, dead animals in you that's just sitting in your intestines, just stinking up, you know. And it's true. Some people, no matter how much deodorant they use, or no matter how much whatever the mouthwash they put in their mouth, that's coming from internal, baby. That's internal. Ain't no mouthwash can do nothing with that. And if you know it's you, no shame. 2022 is coming up. Own it and clean it up. Just do something about it. That's it. You know it's you. Because some people, I'm telling you, I be around people a lot, especially when people are detoxing. It's a stench. You know, it's a lot of dead stuff in you that's coming up. So it has a stench that's just not pleasant. But after the 7 days, it'll clean up. So that is going to occur. Also, lightheadedness. So you're going to feel it for 1 or 2 days. You're going to feel a little shaky. But that's part of the process. You're going to feel like you're dying. And you are dying. There's a part of you that is going to die. The ego's going to die, and all of that stuff, processed stuff, is coming out. Is going to die. So take your time and be very kind with your system, and take your time as far as consuming the food, because it's new, and you're going to feel a little, as far as energy, you're going to feel a little lethargic because you're so used to eating a lot of food that's not nutritionally dense, that just has a lot of calories in it. So take your time and be kind. But with that being said, the 7-day raw vegan challenge is going to be starting January 3rd. So January 3rd to January 10th, we will have 2 Zoom meetings, and that's pretty much it. So, and we're going to talk in the beginning and talk in the end, and I will be shooting you daily emails of encouragement to help you and assist you on your way. So looking forward to it. So the 7-day raw vegan challenge will be, like I said, January 3rd to the 10th. And pretty much that's it. So I pretty much covered everything. And also, I got to tell you guys about my retreat. So I'm also having a retreat. So once you feel that, okay, I want to heal my body. I just talked about the 7-day raw vegan challenge. So you guys could watch the video. For those of you who are just coming in, see the video from its beginning, because you're going to get a wealth of information. Now I'm moving on to the retreat. So I will be having a 6-day, 5 days, 6 nights retreat in Belize, which is going to be wellness. It's going to be the food. It's going to be movement. We are going to be hiking. We are going to be swimming in the river. We're going to be making food. We're going to be exercising as far as movement, Afro flow yoga. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff, really, just to get the body acclimated more into movement. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because people my age and younger, because it's not even that, people my age, 55 and up, from what I've noticed in the conversations that I've been having with a couple of you, have asked for my help and really wanted to, and a lot of you are retired and you really want to go someplace and just really heal, or just R&R, and you really want to just get your system back into its natural state as far as healing. So the retreat is for people like that, who's interested in healing and who's interested in really getting out and just getting some fresh air, spending some time at the pool, enjoying the environment, and just really enjoying what life has to offer. So that's why the retreat is. It's mostly definitely going to be wellness. It's all about wellness, the food you're going to be eating, and basically just really getting back into nature. I have a garden, so a lot of you guys are going to be coming and checking out the garden. I'm going to actually, you know, that's a special gift. I'm going to actually invite you to my garden, and you're going to get to see how the food grows, and you're going to be actually putting your hands in the dirt. So, and one of the things that I find really important is that people learn how to grow food, because a lot of people are so dependent on the system that they don't know how to grow food. And our ancestors had their hands in the dirt and they grew their own food. Even if you grow like rosemary or thyme, it will actually help you understand the process of food, and you can be connected to your food as opposed to always going to the grocery store. You can just see the process of growth and just get a connection to Mother Earth, you know. So that's what it is. So